We'll find out. We'll discuss it on the yacht.
And that is a real paradigm shift, I think, for a lot of people, is they think they got to do it on their own, but there's power in numbers. And being a fractional owner of a much bigger deal, I'd rather have part of something than all of nothing.
Correct. 100%.
So the next question is to that, what we're talking about is, what is the best way for the people watching this video and my partners? What's the best way for them to work with you as a lender and capital partner?
We try and keep it as simple as possible. When you get the application that Michael will share with you guys, it's literally a basic 15-question application. What it does is it gives me just enough basic raw data to analyze the real estate separately from you guys. And then once you start to consult with me and go through it, the same way I've done it with Michael, I'll show you this deal works because of this, this, and this. And I think it's challenging because of this, this, and this. My goal is not to show you how great of a lender I am. My goal is to teach you how to underwrite a deal properly, and properly from my opinion, right? Everyone has a little bit of a different take on it, but if I can teach you how to underwrite a deal, it'll save you a lot of time and energy, because then you don't have to go into a contract negotiation under pressure. You can know that this deal actually works as long as I get it at this level and this level, and it'll give you a lot of power, because the question always becomes, does the deal work? And if so, how much money can I bring to it? If we can do that in 5 minutes quickly together, just either in a one-on-one or even in a group setting, it'll give you so much confidence. When you walk into a listing appointment or whatever you guys are walking into, you walk into a negotiation confident that this deal will work as long as I can get it at this level, you're a different person. You're not the nervous one at the table. You're the confident one who walks in with a pile of money behind you, and you know that you can execute, because I'll teach you how to do that. So if we give you that thought process, I think the underwriting part of it will help you tremendously, because the community in general, in my opinion, doesn't do a great job of teaching each other how to get money out of lenders. It's just not something that they do. The bankers don't want to give you the secret sauce. And I don't know why, but I'm of the opinion that if I give you the underwriting cues, that way you can put together a reasonable package on the deal, and you can make sure the math makes sense, then I'll just help you execute on all of it. My whole thing is speed. I want to put out money as quickly as possible, because what I mentioned before, when you have investor money in there, John, where's my coupon? I'm like, hey guys, where's the deals? So I need you guys and you need me, but we can put it together in a way where it works for everybody.
So we've talked about a lot of theory. Now let's actually do something that's live that you and I are working on right now.
Perfect.
I've got a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,500 square foot property in Macon, Georgia. And a lot of people think that, oh, I'm going to go borrow this money, I'm going to get it funded. But a lot of people don't put the time and effort into, what's my exit strategy? How do I make that mortgage payment every month?
Right.
So one of the strategies that I like is Section 8. Let the government pay you every single month.
Yeah.
So that being said, then we get into, how do we fund this deal? And we're going to do it with a DSCR, or DSCR, or is it DCSR? I can never remember.
Yeah, debt service loan. That's what I call it. A debt service loan, where it's exclusively based on the rental income, not your personal income.
Okay. This property's got a value of $100,000.
Yep.
So kind of describe how can I get into this property? What do I need to buy it at to make a cash flow?
So that's a great question, because what I do is an analysis on that debt service, particularly in my model. It has all the bells and whistles on it. And when you get the basic data points to me, I can turn this around in I don't know, a couple of minutes. So when I looked at this one for Michael, it was $100,000 on the purchase price. We're assuming that the value is exactly what the purchase price is, and it seems to be cash flowing already. So when I worked up the model, it looks like the property can easily afford to do a 75 LTV financing on it, which would mean that we're bringing 75,000. You're going to have to bring about 31,000 for yourself. And it even shows you in my model here what your monthly payment's going to be and what your net rental income is going to be. So in this particular asset, it looks like after all expenses, you're going to have a monthly roll of $600 a month, which is not a bad asset. Everything is covered, and you have $600,000 in passive income. You're walking into the property for $25,000, and the debt service there, I believe, was like 1.2. So you're totally fine, which is something that's important. I want to make sure that the debt service is at least at a 1.1, because then you have enough cash there where, again, downside protection. I can get away with doing a debt service at 1.0. I don't recommend it. I think that you're running too thin, because then in that example, if someone misses a rent payment, just coming out of your pocket. I think that it's better to maintain at least a 1.2, a 1.3 on the debt service, which I'll show you guys how to calculate in a different meeting, I guess. But that's where your protection is. If it's 1.0, then again, you're running the risk of, if someone loses their job, or if someone has a fight with their girlfriend, or something happens inside of your property that you can't control, now you're going to be paying that money out of your own pocket. Leaving yourself with at least a 1.2 debt service means that if any one of the tenants fail, you should still be able to cover the mortgage. You won't make profit that month, but you'll still be okay. And that's my thought process. To Michael's point, I think like a 2-family and above is